Hello everyone, welcome back to accounts class. Before starting our class, let's start our class with a meaningful thought. Believe you can and you will. I repeat, believe you can and you will. I know most of you are feeling very disappointed with online classes and you are struggling to study, but never put yourself down that you cannot. When you think you can, obviously it will be possible. You have to leave all your negative thoughts. Please be with a positive thought that you can do it and you will try. With your try, you will success. So learning either in a college or you're learning through online virtually, if you have a positive thought that you can learn, obviously you can do it. So believe in yourself. Don't allow the negative thoughts to fly on you. So always be positive, think positive, and you will be the best, and the best output you are going to get. Okay, let's start moving on to our class. So last session I have explained you about the statement of profit and loss account, how to prepare a profit and loss account, what is the format, all that I have taught you, and I have done a small problem in the previous session. Continuing with the same thing, we are moving on to the next problem. So we will be solving one more problem today related to the statement of profit and loss account. So here, this is the problem here. You can see, I hope so. So this is the problem. So from the following details, you are required to prepare statement of profits and losses for the year ended 31st March 2018 as per Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. This Companies Act Schedule 3 is, that was formed in 2013. Don't get confused with the date 31st March 2018. That is the current date for the problem. Okay, this is for the Companies Act when it was formed, that is 2013. Okay, so here you can see the problem is given detailedly. Plant and machinery, furniture. So here, first thing, as I told you in the previous session, we have to divide whether it belongs to profit and loss account. First we identify that, and which is whether it is a revenue or expenses. In expenses, if it is an expense, then under which particular heading it is going to be appear, that we have to see first thing. Okay, so here they have given plant and machinery. We never used to take plant and machinery fixed asset directly in a profit and loss account. So this always comes in the balance sheet. So it doesn't appear in the profit and loss account. So I am just marking into, so that we will not record it. Moving on to the next, furniture. Furniture also appears in balance sheet. So it will not appear in the trading profit and loss account. Okay, so I am marking into. Share capital, it also appear in balance sheet. So it will not appear here. Sales. Yes, sales is nothing but revenue. So revenue from operation, which is sales. Coming to purchases, it's an expense. It comes under the expenses. Trade payables. Trade payables are nothing but bills payables. Okay, so bills payable, it will come in the balance sheet. It will not come in the profit and loss account. So this I am marking into. Trade payable is nothing but bills payable. Okay. Next, depreciation on plant and machinery. Obviously this depreciation comes under the expenses under depreciation and amortization heading. Next, here they have given amortization of goodwill. So this is expense, depreciation. Again, amortization is also expense, which comes under the amortization. Okay, amortization, do you remember the meaning? Amortization is nothing but the evaluating of intangible assets. Okay. Next, interest on debentures. So this comes under the finance cost. Interest, any borrowings, any loans you have taken on that, if they are charging any interest, that will come under the finance cost. Interest on borrowings, again this is also interest on borrowings, that is on the loans, whatever the interest they are charging. So interest charge items will comes under the expenses, which is under the heading of finance cost. And they have given the tax. Tax is calculated at 30%. So this is all about the question. when you solve the question, first see that which particular item comes, whether it comes in a profit and loss account or in the balance sheet. So first we have to classify. Now whichever the into mark I have drawn here, this will not appear in profit and loss account. It will be appearing only in the balance sheet. So we are going, just here we are preparing profit and loss account. We will just ignore all these items which I have cancelled, which are appearing in balance sheet. We need to take the items which belongs only for preparing profit and loss account. Okay. So remaining things we will just ignore. So let's start with the problem. The first one, revenue from operation. They have given the sales. A revenue from operation, they have given the sales. So I am writing the heading here, revenue from operations. So here first item is revenue from sales. So they have given the sales balance. So I am taking the sales balance is 3 lakhs. So write it in the amount column, 3 lakhs. Okay. So there is no other revenues given in the problem. So just we will make the total of revenue. So the total of revenue will be 3 lakhs itself, because since it is only one item is given below the revenues. So total of that it will be 3 lakhs. Okay. So total revenue. The next will be the expenses. So under expenses, first we need to write the heading expenses. Below this, firstly we have, let me check what is there. So they have given purchases. We can write in the purchases. So here purchases amount is 1,80,000. 1,80,000. Next I have amortization and depreciation. So let me write the heading, depreciation and amortization. I am writing the heading. Below this we can write depreciation on plant and machinery. They have given plant and machinery. So that is amounting rupees 4,000. Okay. Next we have amortization of goodwill. Amortization of goodwill. That is amounting rupees 6,000. So these two comes under the amortization. Next we have related to the interest, which comes under the finance cost. Finance cost. Below that we have two interest. So let me write this one. Interest on debentures. Interest on debentures. Interest on debentures amounting rupees 30,000. Next we have interest on borrowings. Interest on borrowings. Borrowings is nothing but the loans. Loans taken from banks or from any outside person. That is the interest charged on the loans is 20,000. So these are the items which is given here. So all the expenses I have written as per the problem. Now let's make the total of expenses. Total expenses. Draw the lines is very important. Okay. So let me write the expenses. Total expenses. Just make the expenses total here. So 1,80,000 plus 4,000 plus 6,000 plus 30,000 plus 20,000. So you are getting 2,40,000. 2,40,000. The next step, we are moving on to the calculation of taxes, all that we need to do. So profit before tax, we need to find out profit before tax. So how do you find out profit before tax? We are going to take total revenue and total expenses. That is, in the bracket I am writing 1 minus 2. So total revenue is 3 lakhs minus total expenses is 2,40,000. So remaining is 60,000. So 60,000 is the profit before tax. Next we need to calculate the tax. So tax, in the question they have given, we need to calculate at 30%. So this 30% you are going to calculate on this 60,000. So 60,000 into 30%. Okay. So that will be 18,000. It comes to 18,000. Next step, we need to find out profit after tax. Profit after tax, that is nothing but I am just writing 3 minus 4. That means what? Profit before tax 60,000 minus tax amount is 18,000. So when you do the deduction here, 60,000 minus 18,000, the final amount, that profit after tax is 42,000. 42,000 is the final profit after tax. After paying the tax amount 18,000, the remaining profits is 42,000. This is all about the problem. So it's very simple here, you can see. So here we are not preparing the statements in T shape. Do you remember in the previous year you have learned balance sheet, profit and loss account, everything we are preparing under T shape. But here we are not preparing in the T shape. Okay, it's a statement. So first we are going with the revenues and all with the expenses. Once we are done with revenue and expenses, we will calculate the profits. Based on the profits, we need to calculate the tax payment, how much we have to pay, and after that deduct the tax amount. The final amount what you are receiving, that will be the profits after paying the taxes. So this is all about the second problem that we have done. So any doubts, please let me know. I hope so you have understood. Kindly practice the headings under the expenses. What comes under which particular heading, please kindly practice that. And this last 3 stages, after tax, before tax and taxes, how this will be calculated, please have a small note and practice this. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. Have a good day. Thank you.